new horror movies we do on our channel, like the ones that come to theaters. We really look forward to those. But we also revisit older horror movies. Last year we did Silent Night, Deadly Night during Christmas.
And we're also a couple, so we do each other.
Yeah, okay.
That's a whole nother page.
Yes. No.
That doesn't exist yet, but it's coming.
What's up, guys? We're that horror couple. I'm Kaylee.
I'm Rob. Introduce ourselves,
We
Kaylee.
should. I'm Kaylee. That's Rob.
We did that already.
We did that already. You are correct.
I'm still Rob.
You're still Rob. I'm still Kaylee.
It hasn't changed.
It hasn't.
It
No.
hasn't.
I'm personally from Georgia, and Rob is from New York. We met on Instagram. We dated long distance and eventually moved in together.
We met talking horror movies.
We did meet talking horror movies on
Yeah.
Instagram.
She messaged me, and she was really into me.
Yes.
And she definitely wanted it.
I
And
couldn't help myself.
yeah, that's what happened. Eventually, I gave in, and
Yeah,
turned out okay. 10 years later.
it did. During the pandemic, we were at home, so we decided, Rob was mentioning, why don't we, it's funny, like banter we have talking about movies while they're on.
Yeah.
He's like, why don't we do this online, like on YouTube? And the idea came about.
Yeah,
and
we would get into like ridiculous theories or just nonsense chats about Halloween or Friday 13th. I'm like, dude, we should have recorded that. That
Yeah.
was hilarious. I was looking around at the time. There were other cool YouTube channels. And I'm
Mhm.
like, we should do something like that.
yeah,
The only problem was at first we didn't know anything. We didn't know how to edit.
No.
We didn't even know what to do.
No.
So we had to teach ourselves everything. And Kaylee kind of saved the day with that because she taught herself how to edit. She runs the social media. I just tell dick jokes mostly. And I curse a lot.
yeah.
And that's my job.
We really enjoy doing the Walking Dead spin-off reviews. It's something that's very personal
Yeah.
and to us that we're really passionate about.
We recap the spin-offs and like people are like, Walking Dead, wasn't that cool like in 2011? We're like, yeah, but I want to talk about it now.
Yeah.
And that's what we do.
We
We do the current film, the current stuff in theaters. And
that's always fun.
of course, our favorite classic stuff. I'm a slasher guy. I like going back to the 80s.
New horror movies we do on our channel, like the ones that come to theaters. We really look forward to those. But we also will like revisit like older horror movies, like especially if it's like a Halloween horror movie or something and it's that time of year, we'll be like, okay, this is good for this time of year. Last year we did Silent Night, Deadly Night during Christmas.
And we're also a couple, so we do each other.
Yeah, okay.
There's a sexy side to what we do.
Okay.
And
okay.
that's a whole nother page.
Yes. No.
That doesn't exist yet, but it's coming. Oh, our members page, I'm pretty excited for.
We do like trailer reactions on there and different kind of movies. We'll do reviews.
Our members page is all like our honest trailer reactions. I don't watch them beforehand. That's my real reaction. And then we'll go over to our main page and break that
Yeah.
stuff right down for you. I try so hard to just make anything entertaining and humor people, because if you're going to sit and watch us, I just want to make it worth your while, you know? So we have an interesting way of doing things. I think it's kind of cool because I can't follow a script. So we just have talking points. The rest is conversation. So Kaylee's just a surprise about what I said as the person watching.
Yeah,
So, but
that's
it always comes out better like that. The growth only really started happening the last 2 or 3 years, really.
Yeah.
But it's been a long journey, but like the first year or two, nobody watched us.
When you're doing YouTube and
Yeah.
people are watching you learn how to do something,
Yeah.
it's very like nerve-wracking.
They're
and-
watching you like as you're learning and
Mhm.
as you're developing your own style. And at first we were like, how are we going to do this? Are we just going to talk amongst ourselves? We didn't really know what to do, but
we had to find like a rhythm, what worked, what didn't. Like,
yeah,
so
so
I think we've got a pretty good like
it's kind of weird
thing
have
going now.
you have an audience as you're learning. That's the kind of weird thing about it.
Yeah, it was just a lot of like learning what worked with editing and what didn't. And I was really nervous in front of the camera. He was always really good about it, but I was very soft spoken, didn't show much of my personality. And then, you know, when you get more comfortable, it becomes easier and you feel like you're able to be more authentic and be yourself.
Everybody sucks at first, and we still suck, but we sucked even worse back then. When you're learning, the simplest thing can throw you off your game. Somebody walks in front of the camera as you're filming, you're like, damn it, grandma. you throw grandma out of the room.
Yeah.
It's like anything else. The more you do it, the more comfortable you get.
Yeah.
So
Hmm.
we're very different. I think, right?
Yeah.
This is what happened. When we first started dating, Kaylee would just pretend like she loved everything I showed her. And now I know you're just full of crap.
That's not true.
Yeah. Now I'm like, you want to watch Nail Gun Massacre? I was like, you want to watch Trauma? She's like,
I'm more into like the better made stuff,
yeah.
honestly.
And I'm like, I don't want to see this big budget crap. I'm like, I want to see something filmed on an iPhone in someone's garage.
Yeah, hey, the iPhone is a good filming. It actually is like a professional camera now. You're thinking of like back in the day when they had like the camcorder.
Well, yeah. There's so many branches on the horror tree. I like slashers and I like low budget stuff and I like fan films. I like everything.
I love slasher movies too, but
you're just high maintenance.
Yeah, I love
high maintenance horror.
I love like all the new Halloween movies.
Fonzie.
I love those. I love the new Alien Romulus. I'm a huge Alien fan, and I also really like the supernatural, like Insidious, The Conjuring. He's not. He's okay. He likes them, but he's not super into them.
I was on the Trauma app the other day, and I'm like, "You want to watch Death Toilet?" And you're like, "No." And that sounds supernatural.
Yeah.
I started with Toxic Avenger. Mother's Day kicks ass. Class of Nukem High. There's so many good things. Trauma's great. I'm really into Bigfoot documentaries, UFOs. I'm into that stuff too. I'm a sucker for like unsolved mysteries from like the early 90s. I love that show. That guy was like Dr.
Robert Stack?
Yeah, he was like a Dr. Loomis, Robert Stack, and he scared the fuck out of me as a kid. Especially when he said like a killer is at large, like around your area. He did that to me a couple times. I'm from New York. He's like, he was last seen in New York. I'm a little kid, like, that's the fuck? And
yeah.
My mom would always be like, it's bedtime. I'm like, I can't sleep now. There should have been a series. There should have been 10 of these. I don't know why there wasn't a sequel. They brought Jason back like hundreds of times. And props, he could have came back. He got an axe to the head. I mean, he could have brought him back.
That's true.
I want to see George Costanza come back now.
Oh yeah.
And be like, Jerry.
Yeah.
There's somebody in the woods, Jerry. I mean, it gets love now because the whole like internet, but I feel like it should get more love. It's a great movie. Great movie. It's got Tom Savini doing his thing too. I mean, The Burning Rules. Crossover between pro wrestling and horror and slashers, and a lot of times when I went to horror cons, there would always be a wrestler or two there just hanging out, signing autographs. And I think it just comes down to, we like a good story, we like characters, and we like a simple premise, a good guy versus a bad guy, or like babyface versus heel, or like Jason versus camp counselors. It doesn't matter. We like something simple. And wrestling is like that. You could turn off your brain and just enjoy a good show. Slasher films, they're very easy to follow. Wrestling has a little something for everybody. They got comedy, they got horror, they got drama, they got love triangles. I tell people, if they're like, I don't like pro wrestling, I'm like, you know what? That's because you haven't watched it. That's why you don't like it. If you sit there and watch it and learn the characters and pay attention to the storylines, you'll be hooked within a month. Because if you flip it on at random, you're like, oh, it's just guys pretending to slap each other. Yeah, but if you know why they're slapping each other, if you know who they are, then it makes sense. Roddy Piper, They Live, Pain, See No Evil. There's been others. Hulk Hogan, Mr. Nanny.
CM Punk
amazing
was in a horror
stuff.
movie. What was that? That was a horror movie with Barbara Crampton he did.
Oh, right.
Jacob
CM Punk, yeah, he did Jacob's Wife.
Yeah, there we go.
That was a good one. Bray Wyatt. I like how he like possessed Alexa Bliss. I was getting like really crazy Exorcist vibe. Wrestling is good, and if you disagree, you're wrong.
I watched Jaws and Jurassic Park, probably was 4 or 5. That really got me into like the creature feature like aspect of it. I'm still a huge Jaws and like Jurassic Park fan. That's where it started for me. And then as I got older, I remember seeing like Wrong Turn at a sleepover, and it scared the shit out of me. I was so scared, and I liked feeling that way. So we would go see like the new movies that came in theaters. We'd sneak into like the R-rated ones, on the weekends. In the 2000s, I was like every weekend I was going to the movies to see whatever horror movie they had.
I was about 10 years old. I was at a sleepover, and my buddy, it was his birthday. He had like a stack of VHS tapes. A lot of them were comedies, but there was a couple horror movies in there. So us being 10, we were like, let's be some badass. Let's watch a horror movie. It's rated R, bro. And so the movie that really made an impact on me was the second film that night, Halloween. Loomis shoots him off the balcony, goes to check on him. Michael's gone. And the credits roll. Now, me being a 10-year-old kid, I was like, the bad guy got away? Because usually I'm used to like evil being punished. That's it. That was the end of the movie. I'm like, maybe it's me just being young. I was like, a movie can end like that? I didn't know a movie can end like that. So he's still out there? That kind of freaked me out. That's kind of my childhood story. And yeah, Halloween to me is still like, it's still my favorite movie. Yeah. I'm aging myself with the VHS tapes too. I mean, before streaming, kids, there was videotapes. I used to go to like a mom and pop video store with my parents, and they were like, go check out the wrestling videos, Rob, because I was always into wrestling. But right next to the wrestling videos was the horror section. And I was always fascinated by the VHS artwork, and I would look at the back and be like, yo. And I remember in particular, like Doug Bradley Pinhead was just so intimidating looking. And I was like, dude, this guy looks crazy. But then my mom yelled at me, she's like, put that down, you can't watch that, which made me want to check it out even more, you know?
Nail Gun Massacre is like his favorite. Besides like Halloween and Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Nail Gun Massacre is his comfort
I was
movie.
like, this movie is so simple and like low budget, but it's brilliant. And I love the killer's one-liners and just the simplicity of the movie. And it's just so fun. It's a fun movie. Any like backwoods slasher to me is a comfort movie. Friday the 13th or the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I liked like the secluded woods, and I like watching it at night, especially during a storm. It feels cozy or something. I just like anything can happen when you're in the middle of the woods or you're in a small town. It's just the unknown is all around you.
Hell House LLC, that's like one of my favorite horror movies. It's just so well done. It's so Halloweeny and it's indie, and I love that about it. It's just a very well done like indie film. I really like Coraline. I consider that like kind of horror. It's just like kiddie horror, but that's like one I've seen like a million times. It's super spooky. I think it's a little too spooky for like little kids, to be honest.
There's like an alternative reality where like you're ripping out kids' eyes. What's so bad about that? Wow.
I think I wouldn't show our 4-year-old niece that movie.
You got me into that movie though. That's a cool one.
Yeah,
that's what's cool though. You show me stuff I would never watch on my own, and probably vice versa.
I love it. The new It movies are like two of my favorite films. It Chapter 2, love those movies, and of course the new Halloween movies and any of the Alien movies.
Dude, yeah.
We're in the minority. We
are. I liked Halloween Ends. I liked Halloween Kills. I liked Halloween 2018. I felt like got hate for no reason. I feel like they did everything the fans should have liked. I'm like, Jamie Lee's back and she's like Rambo, and she's shooting stuff in her backyard. And I liked the new Michael Myers. I thought it was all fantastic for Halloween Ends. And everybody's mindset was like, yo, who's going to win the fight, Michael or Laurie? They were looking at it like it was a Freddy versus Jason. And the evil doesn't necessarily have to be inside of Michael for it to be considered a movie about evil. Laurie Strode is the new Dr. Loomis in her old age, writing a book about evil, and she's the expert now. This is such good writing, and everybody's like, not enough Myers, man. Again, I'm like, stop, Grandma.
A Clown in a Cornfield was my favorite one that we've seen. I thought that was so fun and so Halloweeny. It just felt very spooky, very October-ish, and I was really excited to see that one.
I agree. I thought Clown in the Cornfield was like a throwback. That film could have came out in like the 80s and it would have worked.
They could still make it work.
No, but it had that formula that I loved. The new Final Destination, I thought that was great. To be creative after a while with all different ways to die at random, I feel like they did pretty good at that. And
the opening scene alone was just it was probably the best opening scene of any of the Final Destinations. I will say
Prom Queen was pretty decent.
That was fun. I was excited to watch that at home. For a movie you get to watch at home, I thought it was fun.
Like I don't have to sit next to some guy in the theater, and I could just chill. And Nosferatu, some guy with a top hat came and sat next to me. It freaked me out. He had like an Abe Lincoln top hat, and I was like,
he was dressing up for the movie.
Dude, I thought it was a ghost. I really thought it was a ghost. I was like, this guy is from like a different era. I heard that parrots live to like 80. I can get a parrot and it would outlive me.
Okay.
So I might do that.
Yeah.
Dogs don't. I mean, I hate that they live.
I wish they live as long as people.
I wish my dog can outlive me.
Yeah.
We're petless right now, but
yeah.
Well, she's my bitch.
No. You're so full of crap.
Yeah.
We met them a few times at like signings they did, and they're just the nicest, most genuine people. Darcy's so sweet and personable, and Joe Bob is so nice too.
If you give him something to talk about, he'll give you a Joe Bob rant. So like he does on the show. Last Drive-In is just a good
Friday night.
It's just a good show, and it gives you the vibe of like we're just hanging out watching movies. I wanted this channel to kind of be that too. It goes back to why I just never script anything. I want the conversation to be real, and it always is. It's kind of like Joe Bob's rants. I just think it gives you the vibe of we're just hanging out watching movies. A lot of times too, Joe Bob will play something that I will never check out myself. So
they also did Donnie Darko, which is one of my favorite movies, and I was so excited when he did that because that's such a weird out there movie, and to hear Joe Bob give his take on what he thinks is going on, like that was so cool.
That's the thing. Even if they play a movie that I know and I've seen 1,000 times, like I'm interested to see what Joe Bob has to say about it, or what Darcy has to say, or Darcy's cosplay is always rad.
Those are cool, yeah.
She was Tom Atkins with a mustache.
That was really cool, yeah.
Awesome people, very supportive of the community. It's a great show, and I just hope it never ends. No matter what's going on in your life, whatever day you're having, let's say it's a bad day, for that 90 minutes, you're going to be entertained, you're going to have fun, and it takes you out of whatever you're dealing with at the time. It's an outlet, it's a community. There's many branches on the horror tree, whether you like supernatural, you like comedy horror, you like slasher. I just think it's fun. It just means have a good time for 90 minutes. You'll be entertained, and you don't have to worry about the crap that brings you down.
I love supporting and sharing what our friends are doing. I love being like, check this out, everybody, because I think it's awesome. I love doing that for people, keeping up with our friends' channels, their reviews, what they're up to. So we've made some really good friends in the horror community through YouTube, and that's probably one of my favorite parts of it is the awesome people we get to meet while we're doing this.
I agree with everything you just said, but another point of it for me is you can wear the Burning shirt to like your family gathering, and all your jock or preppy relatives would be like, what is that? You go to a horror community, and I'm surrounded by a bunch of horror shirts.
Or like a horror convention.
I'm surrounded by a bunch of people who are into the same stuff I'm into, and it's so easy to make friends for me in that atmosphere. Most of the community are very intelligent people, and they're very kind people, and they're very creative people. It's just a place where you can be yourself. I love any kind of art where you can just express yourself, or you can meet like-minded people, and that's what it means to me.
Continuing what we're doing now and just growing, getting better with our camera presence. Personally, I hope to get more and more professional with the editing and to still have as much fun as we have been throughout the years. This channel's been there. We've been going, you go through different things in life and you grow as a person. And I think that what's beautiful about what we're doing and with, the art that we're doing is you see the change in the people as they grow, but their channel grows too. So I love that. Like, it was there when we were these people, and now as we grow as people, the channel grows too. So I love that aspect of it.
I just want to keep doing this. I hope that people that watch us have fun watching us, and if I can make somebody's day
or make them laugh,
yeah, that's pretty cool. Eventually I get a nice comment like, you cheered me up, I was feeling down today. And I'm like, dude, that's awesome. I had no idea I could do that with my childish jokes, but, but it worked. Yeah.
Make somebody smile,
Yeah, I just hope to keep doing this. I just want to take on the future of horror and keep this going.
Yeah.
That horror couple.
Oh, yeah.
That horror couple.
It's us.
That horror couple. That horror couple.
And they talk about horror. Like and subscribe.
And sign up to the members page, you cheap fucks. I just forgot to go to college. So if you can support me in any way, that would be cool.
That'd be awesome.
Thank you.